Record. Mic trigger. Button.
Hi folks, your boy Steven speaking here. Vlog from the car. I wanted to make today's very quick one. It's Saturday. It's now just after, what time is it now?
1:50 p.m.
1:50 p.m. And today, I kind of wanted to call this vlog frustrations, whatever you want to call it. Because, as you probably know from the last one that we talked about, where I said I was a bit frustrated in the office. I was a bit frustrated, well, you know, advertising, marketing company. And the one thing that seems to frustrate me more is the business plan. And there's a couple of goals that we've managed to achieve. One was to work remotely. If you remember, last year we were in the middle of a pandemic. Or we were sort of trying to get out of a lockdown this time last year, if I remember rightly. July this time, yeah. We sort of saw our way out a little bit of a lockdown. That was before the cases rose in September. And that was like before, you know, the cases rose. And to be frankly honest, like now, you know, we weren't doing good last year. And like the year before, I want to talk about the year before in a different one. I've spoke about the year before plenty of times. You know, my next door neighbour going into hospital kind of gave that little bit of a bump in August. You know, August was a very bumpy month, 2019. You always see it. But last year, I'm using the pandemic as an excuse because, you know, it was this time last year, I think we were struggling for work as well. And we were a web development / web design. I hate using the slash because it just, yeah, you do the two things. Well, we're still doing advertising. We're still an advertisement agency, but it's only in the description where it says, well, we're doing both. And the business plan, the last one we did was quite smooth. Unlike MindMob's business plan, where it was very bumpy, very lumpy. You can tell that we had only, one good year through MindMob, which says a lot. And a lot of people want us to do advertising, so we're doing advertising. But we're also doing marketing as well, because we're also helping a lot of companies out. A lot of companies need help. You know, a lot of people need their hands being held, which is it's very understandable, because companies need somebody to guide them through. We all need guidance. I mean, let's take my sister's company, for example. Let's take my sister's... In fact, let's take two companies. Let's take my sister's company, and let's take a friend of ours' company. I'm not going to name this person, but I've helped them out by saying, yeah, I'll do this. I'll jump in there. And you end up using their services. And that's how it should be. You help them out, you start using their services, and this is where community is key. You need to start using... People need to start using communities. They need to start using communities to market. I've actually got a storytelling video about the president of Indietronics, because that's a good example of how you can go in. You need to go into the community. You need to surround yourself with that community. You need to go and Not just build a community. You need to go into the community first and then build a community yourself and go, right, these are the people that are going to do, like, for example, nails and hair salons. There's a very strange pop-up community that's happened because, unfortunately, hair salons, nail salons, all this kind of stuff, beauty salons, is an essential. You wouldn't believe, but it's actually essential. I see it as essential. You know? And we're seeing these pop-up communities happen now where people go in. You know, hair salons are, you know, they're helping other people out. And it's now become the talking point. You know? A lot of these people have come out of the catering industry, or, well, I wouldn't say catering industry. People have come out the catering industry, as you've seen. Hospitality, that's it. Hospitality has been hit hard. A lot of those people have gone into salons. So they've gone from one thing to another. And hospitality it's been a little bit more of a want than a need. I'm not saying that food and drink is something that, you know, not as essential. But there has been, you know, to go out and whatever, eat out to help out, all that crap. And that industry, the food and drink industry, has been hit really, really hard. The music industry's been hit really hard. Nightclubs, all these things, people have been hit really hard. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to turn. How are they going to put money on the table? So it's going out and helping these two companies. My sister was the first person I helped out. Oh, you know, I'll go and get my nails done. I'll jump in there. I'll help you. I'll be our client. There was another friend was doing a counselling, whatever. You know, I'll go. I'll help you. And you start using, like I started using her service, and I've been putting the word out. So that's how you build community. You put the word out, and I'll do another video on it because, like I said, a storytelling video. A lot of people think these CICs, community and communal enterprises, a lot of people are saying they're no good because they die out. Well, I believe in community. I believe you can build a community and keep it going. My friend Mike Swift, he's got a group, the Stepping Stones. They say that a lot of community groups. I'll discuss that again in another video. But the Stepping Stones has got a very different story to a lot of community groups you hear about, because that was only a very small group of 2 or 3 people. That is now a community. Stepping Stones is now a community. In my eyes. I see it as a community, not as a group, as a community. Because a lot of people in that, I've known people outside of the group go, well, hold on a minute. You know, if you need something doing, you go to somebody within the Stepping Stones group and they'll go, yeah, we'll help you out. We'll do this. Again, the Friendship Cafe has become a community, but that's become a community overnight because things have happened. Well, I won't say overnight, but things have happened. There's a lot of people, you know, and very community-led. That actually reminds me I need to do, that's another job on my list. But anyway, I'll leave that for another video. So today is Saturday, and I'm going to be sorting my studio out today. Needs a sort. CDs need a sort. I've got CDs that I don't even listen to. And I've made a rule that the CDs that I don't care about, go. The CDs that I use for DJing, they stay. Or CDs that I can't find anywhere else need to stay. I'm keeping a lot of CDs from bands that are local bands or small bands, because they're nowhere on the internet at all. And that's sort of homegrown stuff. So that's happening today. I've got some DJ decks which I've had to lie saying that they don't work so I can get rid of them quicker. They're in my office. I wanted to keep hold of the mixer, but I'm not going to see any use for it, really. I would love to use the vinyl decks, but I've been told to get rid of them, so that's a bit of a downer, really, a bit of a bummer. I'm upgrading a tape deck. This one's going to go back to Shirley when I'm finished with it, and I've backed all the tapes up. And I'm going to put a business plan together for next year to get a record label going and get a pressing plant. I call it a pressing plant. It's where all the tapes will be made. Trying to find bands and stuff. Again, that's going to be a community thing to do. So that'll be next year. I need to ring a friend because I've got to ask them something for tomorrow. I've got to get my quiz finished tomorrow. Well, it's not a quiz I'm doing this week. I'm doing a different type of game. So I need to kind of get that done today. I've got 4 or 5 things to back up and try and get some stuff sorted through. 2 boxes sorted through. I've got a library sorted. See, my mother's like, throw it out. But, I mean, 2 weeks. The Make It Workshop are coming in 2 weeks to take the decks away. So I might as well sort of box of stuff out for them and get some stuff, you know, try and get rid of more stuff. Throw some stuff out. I would love to do, you know, I would love to sell some stuff. You know, get the money made for a couple of the groups. There's, you know, get the money, put it into the community. Anyway, this seems to be a running theme with this vlog. Get the money and put it into the community and see where it goes and stuff like that. Another thing as well today, because it's like a sorting out day and projects day and stuff like that, I do need to speak to another friend because I want to get a box made where my synths can live in, but I want to get this rack made where it sits on the table, so I mount it on the table. Well, not mount it, that's not the proper word. I put it on the table and I can just open it up, and in there will live the synths, the 2 synthesizers. There'll be a place where the tape deck can go in the bottom, and then at the top will be where Dad's radio can live. So I'm gonna measure everything today. So yeah, I need to ask Gran if she wants her stereo back, because the mini discs don't work. They're all getting thrown out. I really haven't got time for any more projects at the moment. That's what I'm saying anyway. So I'll be backwards and forwards with many different things, and the documentary I'll be doing in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Unfortunately, it's going to be rushed, and there's going to be a couple of laid up things to that project. So I was kind of a little bit upset about that, really, because I really wanted to. Don't I fucking know him from somewhere? So I kind of want to get that done. I want to get that sorted. I want to get those jobs done. Those, like, 2 to 3 jobs done. In the space of 4 weeks. Did I say 4 weeks or 5 weeks? Anyway, we're in July, and the 7th of July is gonna be my birthday. Don't really shout that out. I'm not really. This is a cheesy part of the vlog. So I have decided, because I love making videos, I love making content, I love sitting here and talking to you guys on Boss Chuck Jr. and then whacking it on YouTube. And then, I don't know if you guys love me whacking on, but... Oh yeah, I wanted to give a shout out to the Avi Gamer. I gave him a shout out in another video and forgot to put it out. Well, I deleted it because there was other stuff in there that didn't need to be in there, but... Yeah, big shout out to you. Is it Avi Rosham? I cannot pronounce you properly, but... The Avi Gamer, big shout out to you, man. You've got me... We've inspired each other, because I inspired him to do... I inspired him to do a toy video. He inspired me to do some of his gaming videos. I do gaming videos too, so we're kind of, our channels are very alike. Our channels are very mixed. You know, it's between music and other videos. He makes gaming videos and music videos. I think he did show and tell, so it's a bit like the Magic Silver Room. I'm not sure if he was a Magic Silver Roomer originally. I don't know, because I think he was, when I've looked at him, I think he's a friend of my cousin's. I think he's a YouTube friend though, because we speak to each other and he's pretty cool on the YouTube, so check him out. Give some of his videos a check out. He does, I'm trying to think what kind of videos he does. So he makes a lot of gaming videos. He does Roblox content. I don't know if you know, he makes a lot of Roblox, and I'm trying to think of the other game that's pretty big. Subway Surfers. He did a really good Subway Surfers video. He has really got a lot of good videos on his channel, and I really like his videos. So I really forgot to give you a shout out, mate. You know, there's some really cool music videos. Really, just go and check his channel. He's one of my subscribers, and he's in the community. So when I saw that he'd subscribed to my channel, I went and checked him out, because I usually go check people out that subscribe to me, because sometimes it's usually a troll. So I went to his channel, and immediately the first few videos were just really good, so I subscribed him back. And it's good that way. You know, people should talk and be friendly to each other online. That's the way it should be. I'm not bothered if you comment on my videos or what, but I do check. And you know, I use an iPhone for the most part because it's really good. And like, even though it annoys me using the one thing for everything, sometimes I make a video on it. Sometimes using the one thing for everything can save you a lot of money and a lot of hassle too. I've actually got the VTech Kiddie Zoom Duo, which, to be frankly honest, it's brilliant. I did every time I do photos of Facebook and I say, look, I'm not using my phone for this, I'm using a different camera, and people are like, wow. You know, it's like, I don't know, they're not expensive pictures, but what I like about the VTech is the viewfinder, that on that thing is, well, it's actually got two viewfinders, but well, it's actually got three viewfinders on it if you class the screen. A lot of people don't use the screen because it's kind of blurry, but to be frankly honest with you, it seems to be really good. Like, VTech have, and I know there's been a lot of companies that have made cameras that, you know, like Game Boy type looking cameras, and they've not done a very good job. You know, like you've had the what is it, the Zybeco, the Video Now, or the Camera Now, whatever it was called. The Video Now was a player. It was a media player. It wasn't a camera. There was like a Now line